The Colorado Ethics Commission announced this week that an ethics complaint filed against Governor John Hickenlooper will move forward. The complaint states that the governor used private jets for travel paid for by supporters and did not report it as gifts of over $59. The Public Trust Institute, led by former Republican Speaker of the House Frank McNulty, launched the complaint. Eric, if it goes through enough to say that the complaint will move forward, that is not a point of guilt. They didn't say that this is with merit, but enough that I guess the judgment was that it's not frivolous. Is that a big deal for a governor who is hoping to run, possibly run for president in a couple of years?
Yeah, I think it's a big deal. I don't think it's a catastrophic deal, but it is a newsworthy deal. This independent ethics commission, I don't know that they've done a whole lot over the years. I think most people, starting in the governor's office, thought that this would be summarily dismissed as frivolous, as political. Of course it's political, in that Frank McNulty formed this organization as a partisan Republican, filed a complaint the day after the formation of the organization. Of course it's political. Unfortunately, so much, both sides are now lawyered up with their own ethics watch organizations. The Democrats pioneered this tactic as part of their 2004-2006 quote-unquote blueprint for taking over state government, and they filed numbers of these complaints against Republicans. There's an irony here, which is Amendment 41, which we're talking about, was sponsored by none other than Jared Polis. It was Jared Polis's brainstorm. It was his money behind it. So the amendment and the provisions that are now capturing John Hickenlooper and hanging him up are all a function of Jared Polis's handiwork, which I enjoyed that irony. I don't think it's going to have a major impact on his gubernatorial race, but the limits in Amendment 41 are incredibly low. So for anyone to travel the country, do anything, you're going to have trouble not bumping up against them.
Megan, what do you think? Does a complaint like this stick, or did it come at the right time, meaning in the middle of an election year where even political folks, it's going to get buried, and it's only a topic 3 for us, and thinking a non-election year probably would have been topic 1. Does he skate by on this one?
So I think it'll be a long, drawn-out process. I mean, the legal complaints are going to be really technical, right? Can Hickenlooper claim that these weren't gifts, that these are, in fact, travels that he took with close friends who make it, similar to receiving a birthday gift from a close friend, right? I think that you're going to see these arguments get really technical. It's going to draw out for a long time, and the faster it gets resolved, the better for Hickenlooper, who has his sights on running in 2020. But I don't think it'll be quick.
Patty, you know John Hickenlooper very well. How do you think he responds to this?
I think he will have his lawyers deal with it, and he will pretty much ignore it as he goes on. Today in the New York Times, where they have a big story on can Colorado save America, and basically the answer appears to be yes, because we're so broad-minded and we like to sit around the table and be congenial as we are right now.
Can Colorado Inside Out save America? Or
well, we're extrapolating from that. We've got some time. But I mean, it's basically a love letter to the state, and signed by John Hickenlooper. He will weather this because it's not like the accusation is that they paid to roof his house. Most of this, as they come closer, will be arguably business where he was promoting the state and getting stories like, can Colorado save America?
David, we've argued about some of the complaints that Eric brought up when basically the tactic was used in a lot of different Republicans. And many of those either were frivolous or, we're talking about a $59 level here where we didn't build a Taj Mahal in his honor, but jet setting all around the country makes a lot of really good stories. What do you think is going to be the impact of this complaint?
I teach what is now Article 29 of our state constitution at DU Law School as part of the Colorado Constitution class. It's very badly written, it's excessive, and it is also on something like this clear. And I agree, I think it went way too far, but there is no way out of this as I see it. This isn't a gift that you're allowed to, you can receive a gift from your family, like your dad's a firefighter, it's okay for your next door neighbor to buy you a birthday present, which sort of actually, even that's technically illegal, but it's been interpreted to allow that. But no, this wasn't happy birthday, John, from your cousin. Let's go to Italy to go to the Bilderberg conference. And then to celebrate Father's Day, we're going to go to Davos, Switzerland, for that big conference of global conspirators against the common good. This is way, way, way out of line. And of course, it is a complaint that the commission properly said should go forward and have a hearing by an administrative law judge. What the political impact will be, I don't know. But this is, if you're ever going to draw a line on ethics and gifts and things like that, and Amendment 29 draws a stringent one, this is miles and this is thousands of miles over the line.